And so, on some news, it seems BLXCKIE has actually confirmed that something did go down between him and LUCASRAPS, as Mzansi A-listers broke out the story in 2021 based on private information that we received from one of these guys' camp, as well as public confluence such as them unfollowing each other on Instagram. But the story lost credibility as BLXCKIE followed LUCASRAPS again a day after the story came out. But it seems now, in 2023, he has actually confirmed that he did actually have something going on with LUCASRAPS, and the reason why he was not on LUCASRAPS' project, just like we suspected, was because something was going on between them at that moment, also explaining why he felt a duo between him and LUCASRAPS wasn't a good idea.
Then there was questions between your relationship with him at some stage of the game. How did you niggas manage that? Because I know how that goes, like, you know, niggas co-sign niggas and then niggas become their own niggas and then it's like things get tough sometimes.
Yeah, bro. So it's actually deep, you know, but I'm not trying to like really like dive into it. Like I can give you like a quick
like a synopsis.
So yeah, Big Time Slapper happens, the album happens. Within that whole shebang, like I'm running around, I'm doing launches, I'm doing interviews back and forth.
And you've got Mtasa now, so you're on fire also. On a different fire that he's on.
So everything's going crazy. And I don't really like see Lucas as much anymore. We're not in the studio as much because now it's time to run around. We can't be in studio
It's time to be outside,
You know? Lucas
it's no longer lockdown now.
Yeah, it's different now. So Lucas decides, I'm gonna go jump into an actual record deal. You know what I mean? Because the original was just a management deal. The same one I'm in right now. It's just management, distribution.
That's when he moved out the crib.
Yeah, so he moved out this house and got the Def Jam Africa thing. And that whole thing
happened. He did the Def Jam way. No,
And then he dropped the album.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, bro, that's basically...
Were you on the album, Budge?
I wasn't on the album.
You weren't on his album?
I wasn't on the album, unfortunately. But I was on the deluxe.
Yeah.
With,
should say it was still a bit hard when he was releasing the album.
It was a little bit tricky at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you why. Not because, like, there's like a thing, but just I also don't know what happened
it just got...
time. We've had a few conversations about it, but like there's no real...
For real, like,
you know what I mean? That's why even like to this day, it's like still a little bit touch and go. Like we cool, we link up with each other and stuff, but like...
It be like that in the game though. Especially with niggas who put each other on, like... Especially if you're not gonna be... Like if you niggas stayed a duo, I think he'd be fine. But because then you had to do your own thing. When one nigga's more on fire, then the other things get weird. Because I think also fans make it weird. Because then fans start talking shit like that.
That was also another thing. But yeah, I don't think the duo thing would have worked like as like a solid
forever
always moving, because he already had his name. And it's like if we're a duo, then it's like I'm like holding him back in a way, because
that's how it felt at the time. Like,
yeah, because I wasn't mainstream yet. I just had the album as an underground artist, and it sort of did its thing on Apple and did whatever. But at the time, it was just like he's still coming up. It's the debut album. It's not like he's already established,
Interestingly, he also said that LUCASRAPS' album was not released with the right energy, as he feels it was a retaliation to what was going on.
But yeah, when he left, we sort of like lost connection, and then he probably recorded more stuff, and then he dropped it. But yeah, bro, I just feel like it was more like that drop, because that's his debut album.
Yeah,
and I feel like it was more of a retaliation or like a response to what was going on,
to your drop,
because in his situation, it was like, I'm leaving this whole info thing and I'm doing this Def Jam thing, and whatever's going on in terms of management, who he's fighting with or whatever, it's sort of...
Because he was fighting when he left.
It sort of put him in the corner to put out that thing, and it's like, I don't think that's the right energy to have a debut
gone
album.
There with. Yeah.
But it happened, and his album did the things. You know, some songs out there went lit. But yeah, I don't think that was the right energy for like a debut album.
Which might explain why LUCASRAPS' album had a relatively weak performance, as some Mzansi A-listers did track the performance of the album, both the original as well as the deluxe, and did report on the not so convincing numbers, which also had ambitious entertainment artist Maniac call out Def Jam on a track saying that they should delete that album.
Shout out to Def Jam, delete any album, yeah, LUCASRAPS, shit is whack. Yeah.
And according to information that Mzansi A-listers received back in 2021 from a close source, the situation was a bit deeper than BLXCKIE actually mentioned on the interview. But you guys let us know what you think about it. Leave your comments in the comment section, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up.